Hey y'all, I felt like I was led to do this video, you know. Um I just wanted to talk a little bit about like weight issues and like this whole dieting and whatever the case may be. And just, asking that, God leads me in, to say the right words. Um so I've like struggled with my weight all my life. Like from being overweight to my weight going up and down, a lot of different issues. I hope that when you see me like talking about working on myself physically and losing weight and getting in shape and working on my body, I want people to know that I understand what it's like to not like your body, to even hate, to even so far as to say like hating your body. And I think that's one of the reasons why God led me to sell these health and wellness products, because it was, I guess, a part of me that was like trying to fix like myself, and not understanding that like it really was just that little girl inside of me that got teased for being overweight, that really never got any type of affirmation or any positive affirmation. I never was told that I was beautiful or anything like that. And even I remember being like super young. I don't even remember how old I was, but my dad really never been in my life. Just issues between him and my mother, whatever the case may be, but he wasn't there. So I remember a conversation that we had, and he lived in like California. So he basically told me like as a child that I would have to lose weight in order to come and live with him. I don't remember his exact words, but basically what I interpreted at that time as a kid is that I wasn't good enough being overweight. So I have pretty much, like even that day, I remember that day like it was literally yesterday. And I remember like throwing up. I remember I think I ate like macaroni or like something, bacon or whatever, but I remember throwing it all up. And since then I never ate pork bacon again, because every time I would think about it, I would get sick to my stomach. The smell of pork bacon literally makes me nauseous because of that day. And I think what God wanted me to do is discover that it was that little girl that I was trying to fix inside of myself, that didn't feel good enough. I wanted to have this perfect body, this perfect idea, or this idea of what the perfect body should be. And then I would look back at old pictures and think like, wow, I wish I had that size again. I wish I was that size again. And not realizing or even thinking about it like now, like even at that time when I had the, I guess you can say like quote unquote perfect body, or my like body goes what I wish that I looked like now, or that I would rather have that size, I wasn't happy then either. So it made me realize that it was deeper, that it was that I was trying to fix that little girl that just really wanted to be reassured, that wanted to be loved. So whew. So after taking like time off of social media and like spending time with myself, that's when I realized that I never want to be perfect. I don't want to aim for perfect anymore. I want to aim for loving myself wherever I am. If I'm unhappy with myself, I want to be able to accept that, you know what, is this something I can change? If I can change, I'll work on it. But in the process of that, I want to be able to love myself in the process of that. So, um, and even going back, like, I just remember at that time I was so obsessed with just trying to be this person, trying to, have this perfect body and had like just creating, I guess, this image, what we are taught in society of what a nice body looks like. And I told myself and I promised myself that I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be that person that strives for perfection. I don't want to be that person that strives to have the perfect body or anything that I do. I don't want to be that person who um is showing the world an image or a view of myself, and then at like behind closed doors and when the camera is off, I'm like sad and depressed and crying and unhappy with myself. Like, I don't want to be that person. So like, I want other people to know that, like, it's not about like having the perfect body, and not to me anymore. Like, and I don't shame people for wanting surgery or whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, like, I've contemplated it several times. Like, I literally have submitted like my body pictures to several different doctors, like, so I can do a consultation, and I never would go through with it because I just felt like, oh, I'm just gonna work out. I'm just gonna keep taking these products. I'm just gonna, I'll figure it out later. And it just, every time it will convict me, like, Sierra, like, you're supposed to be yourself. Like, and then I would see like stories of people who have gotten surgery and they still not happy, or they're not happy with the results, so they'll get a second surgery or third surgery. And like I said, I'm not knocking surgery. I just feel like it was a conviction for me not to do it, because I'm here I am telling people, be you, accept yourself, love yourself for who you are. And I'm still struggling with things or whatever. And I guess for me now is like being honest and transparent about my struggles is what for me is being me. Not trying to create myself and to be something that is this perfect image. I don't want to be this perfect image. I don't want to go through these situations where I'm putting myself in uncomfortable positions or doing things that I'm not even really satisfied or happy with to get this image of myself. And I never want to be that person who feels like, or makes other people feel like you gotta fake, or you gotta pretend that you're something that you're not. Like, if you're happy, be happy. If you're sad, be sad. Feel those emotions. Like, I just want to be myself. Like, and if I ever do decide to have surgery, I want to be in a place that that I'm happy with what I have, with the way my body is now, or even just happy within myself completely, period. Um like, I can be transparent and say that I have insecurities. Like, that's just something that I've never really been able to accept. But learning to accept myself and love myself, now I'm okay with saying, like, yeah, like, there are things that I struggle with, some things that I don't like about myself, but I'm learning to not only love those things, but also highlight the things that I am grateful for, and the things that I do love about myself. So um I just want people to know that, like, you don't got to be perfect to be lovable. Like, you don't have to be perfect to feel worthy, like, or to be worthy. Like, you are more than enough. And I'm saying this to myself as well, because I know that, like, even though, like, I know that I'm beautiful, I know that I'm more than enough, I know that I'm worthy, I know that I deserve love, I know that I'm, I am worthy of all these things, and I know that I'm worthy of my own acceptance. But that doesn't mean that I don't struggle. That doesn't mean that every day is like perfect. It's some days that I feel like I'm on top of the world, but other days I feel defeated. And I feel that people bash and judge and whew, but don't understand that, like, you're literally creating a deeper hole within those people that are suffering. So I want to say, like, offer compassion to people. That's why I'm so nice to people. That's why I try to be anyway, you know. And if I'm not, I may not even realizing it. I may not realize I'm even doing it, or not being, you know, nice or kind, or offering that compassion to people. But I just said all this to say, just be yourself. Like, no matter what that looks like. Like, if you got a muffin top, or if your thighs is too big, or, you know, your nose is too big, or your lips is too big, or like you got small chest, like we shame ourselves like so much for like everything. And it's like, we'll never be really perfect. So it's like, why not just like love life and enjoy life for what it is? Because then one day we'll look up like, I wish I would have enjoyed life. I wish I would have loved myself more. And that's how I feel. I wish I would have loved myself more. You know, I wish I would have knew these things that I know now then. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. There are things, opportunities that I have not even taken because of certain insecurities, not feeling good enough. When I already know, like, God placed something amazing on the inside of me. I know this for a fact. And not feeling good enough, not feeling good enough for even what God has for you means that you really need to get closer to God and speak to him and let him pour into you. Because one thing I've learned is that any place that you are lacking, any place that you feel that you don't have, he can come in and fill those spaces. Every piece that he can come in and fill it all up. And he's doing it for me right now, literally. Each and every day he's filling a different area for me. So I no longer have that hole in my heart where I feel like I'm unworthy. But there are days where I get discouraged. So I just want to offer to anybody who may be struggling with like their shape or their body appearance, that like, I understand. And I mean, I'm still working through it myself, to be honest. So I don't have the answers to say like, this is what you got to do. All I can say is try to accept yourself more. Like, that's pretty much all I can really offer, to be honest. And I pray that anyone watching this knows that you don't have to be perfect to be loved, to be worthy of love. You don't have to work for love. Love is something that you are entitled to, I guess you can say. And I wouldn't say entitled to, that's kind of a strong word, but we're here to love each other and spread love, and that's just pretty much what it is. So don't feel bad for wanting to be loved, because that is what you deserve. You deserve to be loved. And if somebody is not showing you that, then that's not your person, whether it's friends, family, or whoever. And I mean that. So yeah, so I just wanted to get on to say this, make this video to say this or whatever. So but if nobody told you today, I love you. I love you because I love me. Y'all have an amazing day.